I'm quickly figuring out that one of the hardest things about vlogging is finding the lighting, but also finding a background that's not completely disastrous. Like I had it like this before, and I'm like, I don't want to show this big, huge light that I have. So then I moved it over here. I'm like, okay, this is better. I have my little hoops. Anyway, just learning a bunch about vlogging. So not exactly sure what this video is going to be about, but I got a new printer and I wanted to share it with you because it's new. And I got the same type of printer that I had before, which was an Epson. And the printer that I had before, I think I probably paid less than 60 bucks for. And it was an Epson SP600, I believe. And that little thing I wore out because I think I've done 3 December dailies with it. And then I used to pick pictures for my planner. So I printed a bunch of planner pictures. So yeah, it just conked out on me. So I decided to buy another Epson. So I wanted to kind of unbox it and set it up and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, I might as well vlog it because, that's my life now. I'm just vlogging everything. So let me go ahead. And then I'm also going to try to use my Cricut Joy. Um, I did a couple test runs yesterday and it's a little bit harder than I expected it to be, but I think I might have figured out how I could do it. I was watching this video last night that I think will work for what I want to try to do. So I'm going to try a bunch of stuff and figure out if I can use my Cricut. Let's unbox this together. And have kind of undid a bunch of the blue tape stuff. But I bought a white one. The one I had before was actually black. I'm super excited about having a white printer. Like, oh, because everything in my room is kind of white in this teal color. So it's kind of nice to have it be matched. Matchy match. And this one is a little bit different than my old one because my old one took ink cartridges and this one is the type that takes the tank kind. So I'm not exactly sure. Let's just break it before I even open it up. Not exactly sure how the tank system works. So that'll be interesting to figure all that part out.
Start here. Oh, hello. Dropping everything. Okay. I took up all the tape. I plugged in the card. Okay. Or if you don't want to use the mobile device, skip to fill in ink tank section. Okay. Download the Epson Smart Panel app. Okay. Fill the tanks. Okay. Okay. So fill the tanks. Okay. Keep the ink bottles out. Read your children. Blah blah blah. Open the ink tank cover. Then open the cap for the black. Open the ink tank cover. Okay. Open the cap for the black. Okay. So far, I did it. Caution, do not shake or squeeze the bottle. Do not touch the top of the ink cap after it's been okay. Insert the ink bottle into the fill port. Wait for the ink to fill the tank. Alright, seems easy enough. When the ink is full, remove the ink bottle and secure the cap. See if it's full. See if there's ink left in here. I don't know if there's ink there, but we're gonna hold on to that. Okay. Now when the ink is full, remove the ink. Okay, secure the okay. Close the lid. Makes sense. And repeat them for the next 4 colors. Alright. Probably put the whole thing in there, but whatever. That's not what I did. Okay, so close the lid. Alright. Raise the control panel, press the power button to turn on the machine. No, get to that. Okay. Okay, I already did all that. Okay, when the Epson Smart Panel message appears on the LO stage, select the option to continue to set up. Sure. Turn it off and turn it on, I guess. It takes 11 minutes to do something, so we will wait for that to happen, and then come back.
like an hour. I got my printer set up and I was working on my Cricut Joy. So I've never used a Cricut before. Well, that's not true. I've used a Cricut before with my friend's help. So my sister gave me this Cricut Joy back in April for my birthday. And when I was doing my December daily stuff, I was like, I want to do the reasons I love, and then like whatever my prompt is, the reasons I love wrapping gifts, the reasons I love shopping during the holidays, the reasons I love celebrating, that kind of thing. Well, I want to make title cards for each of those different pages, but I don't want to have to like use alpha stickers to do the reason I love, because since I'm going to have them on all 25 days, I don't want to use alpha stickers for that. So I was like thinking, how can I do it where I don't have to use alpha stickers? So I finally figured out how to do the Cricut Joy where it does like a little sticker for me. So I found it out. So here it is. Here's my little sticker. It's not gonna, don't stop focusing on my face. Okay, so here's my, sorry, I'm gonna try to do it so it doesn't focus on my face. So look how cute this is. It says the reasons I love, and then it'll it's like a little sticker. I printed it on sticker paper, so I can just take it off, and then I can stick it to the thing, to whatever little thing, and then it has like the little cut and stuff. I love it so much, and it kind of actually looks like a stamp because of the way that the ink, the pen works in the Cricut Joy. So I'm actually going to show you how to do it. Now, is this the correct way to do it? I don't know, but it's the way it worked for me, so I'm going to show it to you. So let's show you this. I think I'll just start from the beginning. So I'm going to do it on my computer. All right, so once you're in the Canva design space, you want to go up to the top here and click on the new project. Once you're in your new project canvas, you can click on text and you can pretty much write whatever you want, but I'll just go ahead and do reasons I love. And then for me, I picked a font that would work for me. You just pick whatever font you want. The font that I picked is called Fancy Rudolph, which I thought was cute. And okay, so then when you're here, you want to go and actually pick the pen. So highlight the text, go up to where it says Operation, pick the pen, and then you hit the little box next to that, and then you can change your pen type. I want this to be a little bit thicker, so I'm going to use my marker the marker one, and then you hit the color that you want it. This I could have done red or green. I have a whole pen collection set that my mom bought me for my birthday. And then the next thing that you want to do is you want to, while it's still in the pen mode, you want to actually go to offset. And you can see here that the blue line is going to tell you where it's cutting. So hold on, let me just make this so that you can see it probably a little bit better. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so then if you're here on the thing and then you're going to go offset, and then you'll see the blue line, that's where it's going to cut. So it's going to be, I want it to be a little bit thinner. So they have this little gauge. You can actually like change the little gauge here, right? So if you do it too much, it's going to like make it so it's like these things are separate. See how it's totally separated the I from the love and the reasons, and I don't want that. I want it all in one sticker. So I just went ahead and just played with it a little bit until I got it to where I wanted it to be. And so I'm going to do it right. Let's do 7.5 and see what happens. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. And then I'm just going to hit apply. Now it's going to tell you over here in the offset draw, you can't actually, if you click on here, it says pin incapable, change the pin selection. So you can't actually do an offset with the draw feature. That's the cut feature. So all you do is go up to this operation and you hit basic cut. And then I just like to change it to white because I don't like that gray. I think it throws me off. So then now these are two separate pieces, right? So as you can see, this like can move around, which you don't obviously want. You want it to be together. So then you just highlight it together, and then you go down here where it says attach, and you just attach it, and now they're connected together. And then the nice thing about this too is you can make it whatever size you want. So it's right now it's going to be 5 inches long and a 1.5 inches tall. So when you then you're just going to size it to whatever size you want it to be. And then when you hit the make button, I'm going to just save it as reasons. And then you decide whether or not you're going to do it on mat. I went ahead and did it on the mat. And then you can move it around your mat too. If you have already used like the part at the top and you want to use some of the bottom stuff, you can do it that way. All right, so then I'm good there. And then I'm just going to go down to the bottom and hit continue. And it's going to search for my machine through Bluetooth. All right, so now I'm just gonna, I don't know, it doesn't have like sticker paper, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I just use this. That's what I used, and it worked. The deluxe paper adhesive back, that's the one I used. All right. So, okay, so now I'm gonna show you the actual Cricut Joy and show you what to do from the actual machine. Okay, so now you can see where I was on the screenshot. And now you can see how my paper, so basically what I'm just using this sticker paper. It's a label sticker paper. And if you look at it, it has this little space here so that you can, undo the sticker paper. So basically what I did, I just cut it in half. So it technically doesn't go all the way to the end, which is fine. Okay, so now what you want to do, according to the instructions, and to take your little pen. I'm going to take my cutter out. And take your pen, make sure it's on the one, and it even tells you like 1 point pen, 0 pen. Okay, so I'm going to put it in here. Okay, and then you've got to just set it in your load. It's going to preload it for you. So you kind of just set it in there. Let it do its thing. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit so you can see. Make sure your thing is closed. Okay, so now you can see that the pen is doing its thing. It's going to write all those words. And my mom gave me this pen collection. As that's going, I'll show that to you. My mom gave me this pen, the Lex Pen Sizzix collection. Look at all the pretty colors. So I'm super excited to use this thing now that I'm actually using it. And it actually had 3 black pens in there, so I could technically like do a couple in red just to see, or maybe a couple in green. That might be fun to have different color options. But we're gonna let this do its thing. Okay, now you'll see that the system says set up for the next step. So then you take the pin out. Make sure you put your cap back on. Hear that click. And then you're going to put your blade in and close it up. And then you're going to hit the OK button, the go button. And then theoretically, it should cut it correctly. And I can't even tell you how excited I am about this, because I have tried several different things and nothing was working. But theoretically, this will work. I feel like it's doing the right thing. So let this do it and I'll show you once it's done. Okay, so now the cutting is done and it says unload. So it's gonna unload it. Now we're gonna see if it worked. Look, it totally worked. Oh, that little bow was kind of weird right there. I think it was because I didn't have the pin cap locked in place. So make sure you lock your pin cap in place. But look how cool that is. And then I don't want to take it off this thing yet because I want to do a couple more. It kind of cut in the middle there, which I don't really care that it did that, but it was trying to do like a little hole right there. But I'm so excited about this. Okay, so let me try. I'm going to do a couple more and then yeah, so I can use these all. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. This took me hours to figure out how to do this. It might have just seemed like, oh, it was easy. No, this literally took me hours. I'm actually going to try to pull this one off. Yeah, because this one I'm not going to use. So then you can see, yeah, it kind of messed up because I didn't have my pin cap locked. And then look, it's a little sticker. And I can use that sticker on my things. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So yeah, so you'll need the pins. Obviously you don't need the deluxe big box set of pins. But yeah, I'm going to try to do, I think I'm going to do a couple in the green. There's a couple different greens. So there's this green and then there's this red. So I'm going to do a couple in different colors just to see if I like that. I think I'll probably want to just use all the same with all the black, and then I think I'm going to do kind of one bigger one because I have a couple of journal cards that I'm doing that I know I'm going to want like a big space to be filled up. There's one in particular that I know for sure I'm going to want kind of like a bigger one. Yeah, I'm so excited about this. And now basically you could just use whatever word, like I could do different words and stuff. So anyway, thanks sis for the gift and mom for the pins. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so I'm going to fiddle around and play a little bit more and then we'll figure out what else I'm going to be doing. I know I'm going to try to record my 2x2 pocket squares in my December daily and also my, I'm going to print my pictures today with my new printer. So I did get my printer all set up. It's so funny how quickly things just become a disastrous mess. So I did set up my new printer. The only thing I don't like about it that I didn't think through, before I had like a bottom load print drawer and this one doesn't. It has a back print drawer. So let me show you what I'm talking about.
So this one, that's where the print paper is. And before I had like a bottom drawer, so it fit like in this area a little bit better. So it kind of sticks out a little further than I would like it to. Actually, it feels like I can push it back a little bit. But it does actually fit perfectly in the space that I have my shelving unit thing is perfect. So yeah, so that's good. And then during the initial like ink setup thing, it seems like it used a lot of ink for that. So I am actually going to figure out how to put more ink in there so that I can throw away these bottles, because the bottles all have more ink in it. So maybe I just didn't fill them up enough. So I'm gonna see how I can do that. I'm not sure. Probably settings? No. Set up network. Account. Nope, that's not what I want. Go back. Quiet mode. Maybe it is maintenance. Oh, fill ink. There we go. Safety and usage. Click the how to fill the ink. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna fill the ink back up so I can throw these bottles away. I feel like I wasted all this ink. Yeah, that feels better. The black is still not completely filled. Doesn't feel great. Alright, that feels like those are full now. Alright, cool. Completed. Cancel filling. No. Completed. No. Completed, there we go. Based on the color you refilled. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna take a couple minutes. I'm gonna spend some time printing pictures and things like that for my December daily, and we'll be back whenever. I'm not sure, but so I don't even know what I look like right now. I just turned the camera on because I wanted to tell you that it's been literally an all day in the craft room day, which has been one of those days today, which is fantastic and great, and I love it. So I got all of my pictures printed, so I'm very excited about that. All of my pictures are printed for my December daily. If you haven't checked out any of those videos, I have been loading some December daily videos. I did a setup video and a foundation page video on the cutter. And then I also went ahead and printed, so for my December daily, in December of last year, 14th, 15th, and 16th, we went to Solvang, California, and did like a little girls trip with my sister, me, my mom, and my niece. And so I took this simple stories, this is called a flip book, and I went ahead and printed I did like pictures in Canva. I did kind of like a setup in Canva, so I can organize all the pictures and figure out exactly where I want everything. And then I just basically, I need to now print those pictures out too. So I think I'm going to probably do that so that I will have all of my pictures printed for all of the pictures. So I think that's the next step for me today. And then tomorrow I am going to spend the day with my mom and my sister and my niece. We are going to celebrate my mom's birthday, and I actually am celebrating pretty much everybody's birthday because I didn't give my sister her birthday presents because we went to the San Diego Fair, which I did a vlog about if you're interested. My niece's birthday was when I was in Washington, so I didn't give her her presents. So, and then my mom, I already gave my mom her presents. So technically it's my mom's celebration birthday dinner, but I'm not giving her any presents, so I already gave it to her. But my sister and my niece are going to get presents. So go figure. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day going through and getting these pictures printed. I think I'm going to have some dinner delivered tonight. I don't really know what I really want the Chili's quesadilla explosion salad. That's really what I want to eat. That sounds so delicious to me right now. Actually, I think we'll order that. You know, guys don't care about this. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm delusional. All right, so I'm gonna call this quits for today. Good night for now.